we have lost sight of what this trial is all about. And let's start with Janet Johnson for the defense.
It's totally relevant. I mean, I think this expert is fantastic. I think she had a great day yesterday. And what she's saying is that if she's a battered person to begin with, and a reasonable person in her position with her history sees somebody enraged over his broken camera, she would have reacted the same way that Jodi did, that it was a reasonable person with her history in her position. And it made her so sympathetic that what she learned from her mother staying with the husband was that you stay with the man even if he's abusive. It completely explains why she didn't leave, because people are going to be asking that question, and I think it was answered.
Gloria, you are famous for representing women who have been victimized by men. Do you buy it?
Now, I don't buy it for Jodi, and the problem is there is a complete absence, zero, Jane, of any physical violence against Jodi by Travis. So even if she would react in a way and be sensitive to and have a fear that she might be physically attacked, there doesn't seem to be really any evidence that he attacked her in the past in a physical manner.
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be physical. I mean, it was psychological in his case.
Well, look at this. Remember the finger thing where she does that whole finger demonstration? I've been trying to do it. I can't do it. I don't know whether I'm not double jointed or whatever, but is that evidence? And I'll throw it out to Beth Karras. I mean, I'm confused already about the finger.
Okay, well, first of all, Jane, there are many people who have told me, and these are just people in their life experiences, who say a broken finger doesn't heal the way her finger has healed in court. The way her finger has healed, where the joint is up, it's bent like that, it's from a cut tendon, and so the finger's shorter now, and that would be consistent with cutting her tendon when she was killing Travis Alexander. Jodi Arias says that that didn't happen. She wasn't asked specifically about a cut tendon versus a break. She says it was a break on January 22nd, but there is no evidence to support it independent of Jodi's words, because even in her journal entry on January 24, 2008, she said, I haven't written for a couple of days because nothing of note had happened. Well, according to her on the stand, 2 days earlier, he broke her finger. 3 days earlier, she caught him pleasuring himself to a photograph of a little boy. Those are quite noteworthy, but she says the law of attraction, don't write anything negative, prevented her from writing that.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. And, you know, I think we're being a little archaic in our definition of abuse. He called her a skank. He joked about her. I mean, the Hugheses themselves, his friends, said he has a history of being unkind to women. It's exactly this behavior, and it doesn't have to be physical, Joey.
All right, we're going to give Joey the last word on this.
However, two issues that concern me, Jane. Number one, as to self-defense, the absence of fear, complete devoid of fear. How do you establish in the past that there was anything for which he needed to be fearful? Number two, the total disproportionality of this crime. You have to do all that you did in defending yourself does not make sense.
We got to leave it right there. But first, want to answer this question. The bill for Jodi's defense so far, I wish I had a ding, 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 over $1.4 million. $1.4 million. $1,402,668. And the taxpayers of Maricopa County, Arizona, are footing that bill, and it's going up. Thank you, fantastic panel. Always great debating with you. We'll have more on the other side.